well, in today's video I'm going to talk about Saniderm, the pros and the cons of using it on a leg tattoo. I've used Saniderm on my leg twice now, so I feel like that's enough experience for me to talk about it. The only place I have used it on my leg though is on my lower leg, so I'm talking about like ankle area. So I haven't used it on my calf, I haven't used it on my thigh. Should I use Saniderm on my thigh and on my calf? I'll obviously let you guys know, and I'll do a pros and a cons on that, but I've only used it on the sort of ankle area, I would say. I used it for my bee tattoo, and I used it for my new tattoo, my cat tattoo. I used it for my tattoo. So yeah, I've used it twice for those situations. Both of those tattoos are relatively small. I would definitely say they're palm sized ish. Like a palm is normally like this sort of roundness, but they're kind of like this kind of size. I don't know, they're kind of like hand size, if not smaller. But oh my goodness, so you guys know how I feel about Saniderm. I absolutely love Saniderm. I'm not sponsored, I've got my own roll back in February. I've got nothing to do with Saniderm, they don't know I exist. So let me quickly just tell you guys that don't know what Saniderm is. You might be new to my channel, you've maybe never heard of Saniderm, or you've never seen my previous video where I talk about Saniderm. Basically Saniderm is a plaster. Like, that's the only way I can explain it. I've got my box here. I've had this box since February and I've used it for 4 tattoos, multiple times type thing. But it says on the back here, Saniderm bandages are used for new tattoos, abrasions, lacerations, diabetic ulcers, and as a protective cover to prevent skin damage from friction. So basically this is how Saniderm comes. I've got a personal roll. I've been asked a couple of times, like, when you order Saniderm, like, do you get a personal roll, do you just get sheets, or do you get like a studio roll, I think it's called. They have like different size rolls. I've got a personal roll, and this again has lasted me 4 tattoos, and that's a big tattoo on my back. I put it on my pin-up tattoo, I put it on my bee tattoo, and I put it on my cat tattoo. So that's 4 tattoos I've used it for, and I've still got plenty left. Well, yeah, I've got this much left, so I can definitely get another tattoo in here. I've got this little piece here, and then I've got this little piece here should I ever have a small tattoo. I don't know. If you want to try it, I would definitely say maybe try a sheet first. You can buy separate sheets, like A4 sheets, and then if you like it you can get a personal roll and you're good for like a year, 2 years, depends how much you get tattooed. So basically Saniderm comes like this. You've got a plastic side here and a paper side here. You undo the plastic side while it's attached to your skin, so you sort of roll it down. And then once that is on, you peel off the plastic side, and then it reveals the Saniderm. It's like, it's pretty much like cling film. It's a little bit thicker, but it's a lot more stretchier. It's not as fiddly. It's great stuff. So yeah, that's some information for you guys if you don't know what Saniderm is. But yeah, you put it on tattoos. You're meant to put it on twice, so you put the first sheet on as soon as you get tattooed. You leave that on for up to 24 hours after you've been tattooed. You take that sheet off and then you put a new sheet on, and then you can leave that on for 7 days. But I love Saniderm. I can vouch for it so much. I've only had a problem once with Saniderm, and that was with my pin-up tattoo here. If you guys remember or saw that video where I talked about the healing on my tattoo. No, wait, I did a video called All About My New Tattoo or something like that. I'll leave a link down below if you haven't seen it. So I used Saniderm here for my newest traditional tattoo on my arm. But I had like this burn type thing. I had like loads of blisters. I had a line of blisters just underneath here where the Saniderm stopped. I really couldn't figure out why it did that. I didn't even really notice it happened. I think Liam noticed that it happened. The only conclusion I come to with that happening, it was because it was so hot. We had a heat wave in England when I got this tattoo done, and I used Saniderm. I think I was just hot and it was sweaty. I don't know. I had a problem with it. So I pretty much took it off as soon as I noticed this sort of burn thing happening, and it was like blistering and stuff. So I took it off and I thought, oh my god, should I use it again? But I took the risk and used it for my cat tattoo, and no issues, no burn like marks, no blistering. And it was cooler, so I'm going to put it down to the temperature, and that's why I had a bad reaction. I think a lot of people have said that you can have that kind of reaction when it's hot or something. I don't know. I carried on using it. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I didn't let that scare me. By the way, there is another brand of Saniderm. Well, there's not another brand of Saniderm, but there's another name for Saniderm. It's another company. It's called Derm or something, or Derm. It's the exact same thing. So if you can't get your hands on Saniderm, you can buy Derm. So yeah, if you're wondering, I get questions quite a lot like, oh, I can't get a hold of Saniderm, but I can get Derm. Is it the same thing? It's the same thing. Anyway, side note, over and done with. So yeah, I use it for my cat tattoo. I left it on for a week in total. Now normally with Saniderm you'll put on a sheet for 24 hours when you first get the tattoo done, take that sheet off and then put another sheet on for up to 7 days. I didn't do the first process of putting on the first sheet. I pretty much just put on the second sheet, even though it was the first sheet. I put on the second sheet and I left it on for exactly 7 days, and then I peeled it off. I'll go into the pros of using Saniderm on a lower leg tattoo. I'm pretty much going to be repeating myself from other videos where I've talked about Saniderm. But yeah, the pros of using Saniderm on a lower leg tattoo is exactly the same as using it anywhere else on your body, I would imagine. Like, there's no fuss aftercare at all. You don't have to look after your tattoo every day. You don't have to cream it up every day. You don't have to put ointment on it every day. It is honestly like a saving grace. It is so easy. You literally put the sheet on and you do not touch your tattoo for a week. Honestly, if you're like me, I'm getting a little bit bored of tattoo aftercare. Like, I used to love looking after tattoos. I used to be so excited to look after a new tattoo, and now, like, I've done it so many times, I'm just like, oh my god, here we go again, another week or 2 weeks of looking after skin. It's like looking after a child. It just needs TLC all the time. But with like Saniderm, it's just like, right, let's put this plaster on. Okay, that's cool, I'm done. That's it, I'll deal with it in a week. Like, it's the best thing ever, honestly. So yeah, that's it. I'm now using Dream Cream. So yeah, I think that is pretty much the biggest pro. I think that's my only pro. Like, it saves the time. You just slap it on and you're done. Also, a pro for me for this time is it didn't hurt to take off if you've watched my How I Healed My Back Tattoo video, you'll know I had a lot of pain taking off Saniderm. This time it was fine. No pain whatsoever. It felt kind of nice because I was sort of in the itchy stage when I took off the Saniderm. So it was a bit of a relief. It was also a bit of a relief also because it was kind of sweaty in there. I'll get more into that in a moment. But yeah, it was really nice actually taking it off. So, but yeah, they're my pros. You don't have to do any tattoo aftercare. It's really easy. That's about it. So we're going into the cons now. So these are things you got to sort of think about if you're thinking about using Saniderm to heal your lower leg tattoos. I had my first ever leakage issue this time, unfortunately, with Saniderm. It was nothing to do with how it was applied or anything. Literally, I woke up the next day after I'd put on the Saniderm, walked to the bathroom, and then once I sat down to have a wee-wee, I noticed there was loads of black splodges on my bathroom tiles. I was just like, what the fuck is that? And then I looked at my ankle and I noticed I had this big black drip going down my ankle onto my foot, and there was sort of leakage happening. And that's the first time I've ever had leakage, which was kind of surprising to me. I was just like, what the hell is going on here? So obviously I mopped up my snail trail. I sort of had a proper look at my tattoo and then noticed there was a little gap in the Saniderm, so I kind of stuck it down and then thought that was it. I was wrong. This happened on a Monday. All of this is in my weekly vlog. Oh my god, I had a leakage issue. I don't know if you saw my post on Facebook. Oh my god.
Looks like you were literally leaking from the vag.
Leaking blackness.
That'd be quite concerning then if you were leaking blackness
from the vag. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's come through on my jeans, but I don't have any other clean jeans.
Oh, because you haven't done your washing yet?
I ain't done my washing yet, so I'm wearing black stains.
Yeah,
I should have worn black jeans to be honest, but yeah, I've got a leakage. I'll insert pictures here so you guys can see what I'm talking about, but I left a trail of black ink from my bedroom, well, from my bed into the bathroom. I didn't notice until I sat down to have a pee. I was like, what's all this black stuff on my bathroom floor? It's tattoo ink. Well, it's the plasma, it's sweat, it's just black grossness. So that's fun. I was excited this morning cleaning that up. But basically I sort of got into Yasmin's car and then I noticed on my jeans I had a black splodge. And I was just like, oh my god, it's leaking again. So I had a look and it had come undone a little bit again. So I kept sticking it down and then it wasn't leaking anymore. But yeah, I had all the sort of tattoo plasma sort of leak down. It wasn't really a hot day when this was all happening either. I thought it was because of like heat and sweat and you know how it is. And it really wasn't that hot that day. So I don't know what happened there. But yeah, I had a leakage issue. And then once all the leakage had stopped, I did have like a permanent little gap in the Saniderm. And I obviously kept trying to stick it down, but it wasn't having any of it. So that was one of the cons, I would say. There's a lot of leakage. I could have just taken it off and put on a new sheet, but you girls lazy. You guys too lazy for that. The only other con I could say is like when you put it on because where my tattoo is situated, this is probably just like a tattoo fault, not a Saniderm fault. It's just the location that my tattoo is in. But when it was put on, oh that's it, Liam put this on. I didn't put it on, Liam put it on. But yeah, when Liam put it on, I noticed that it made my ankle feel kind of tight, that sort of area, like the sort of the back of my ankle going into my calf, it felt really tight, and when I was walking it felt a bit strange. Nothing unusual, it was kind of just like, you could deal with it, but it was kind of like tight. It had that sort of tight feeling. I felt like I didn't have much movement in my skin. But again, it's not a huge deal. I will take tightness in my skin over dealing with a tattoo every day, 3 times a day. Like, I'll deal with it, you know? It's definitely worth it in my opinion anyway. So those are the only points I could really talk about when it comes to using Saniderm on a lower leg. Again, I would highly recommend it if you're like me, you're kind of just bored of looking after tattoos, or you want to try something new. I always suggest using Saniderm. It's honestly amazing. It's not that expensive. If you think about how much like ointments are and tattoo aftercare is, especially like the expensive stuff like hustle butter and stuff, that can sort of rack up. And also, like, my other healing method after I take the Saniderm off is always Dream Cream. This stuff, I swear, it's awesome. So yeah, I've been using that once a day since I took the Saniderm off. So yeah, that is everything I have to say. I think it was quite a quick, short video. If you've got any questions, then leave them down below. Let me know how you guys have got on with Saniderm, or if you're interested in using it. I'd love to know your experiences also. I'll leave any links down below that are going to be helpful for you guys when it comes to Saniderm, and previous videos I made about Saniderm and previous videos I've done about tattoo healing and stuff. So yeah, hopefully there's something out there that helps you guys. Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing very well, and until my next video, bye.